Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it will be different. I am going to be doing an unboxing of the Herbcrafters tarot. I have it right here. I can't wait to get into it, but I just thought I would share with you all the positive energy that I put into this ritual for abundance and prosperity. And I hope that it reaches your lovely space and that prosperity, stability, and abundance is always present in your life. So I obviously unpacked it off screen and I took the shrink wrap that was all over it, as well as the shrink wrap around the deck itself. And now I'm just going to be showing you guys it. This is my first unboxing. So I'm excited. And I know that this deck came out 4 years ago. I just never really gravitated towards it, which is kind of ironic because 4 years ago I was really growing my online presence and I was offering tarot readings and oracle readings and doing energy work for people on the daily. Like, that was my full-time job. It was night and day that I was doing that. And you'd think that I would gravitate towards these decks, you know, because I love herbs and I love any deck that showcases nature and medicinal plants. But I guess I didn't like say that I don't like it. It's just that I just wasn't really gravitating towards that. Like these particular decks, like the more softer, summery, just more nature type of vibe. Because in that period of my life, I was more so into the reclusive type of oracle decks and tarot decks. For example, one of the very reclusive decks that I think are very intuitive and very, I guess, more shadow centered would be Kim Cron's, her Wild Unknown tarot deck. Her work is very reclusive. It's very intuitive. It allows you to think, and it goes a lot within your subconscious, and I really do enjoy that. I love practicing with my intuition and connecting to my crown chakra. So I think this will be a great change. Here it is for context, the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Cron's. Her artwork is very beautiful to me. It's very cosmic. It's tying everything in together. The artwork of the cover for the deck is the world card, and it just looks like a big eye. So the eye of the beholder, the creation, the creator. Like, look at the Empress. It's a big tree, standing ground, stable. The sky in the back is all dark, but the leaves of the Empress are shining, glowing, which for me translates to your crown chakra. The wisdom that you need is at your fingertips. Look at that. The Ten of Swords. It's a very dark card. I mean, it is called the Wild Unknown for a reason, so you get to explore the psyche. This deck was the first deck that I ever purchased, and it has helped me uncover a lot of hidden truths within myself. I started to get into tarot when I was around, I believe, 14. And this one came out when I was 16. So at 16, I started to read tarot. And I started to practice on myself and on my friends and family. And it's just helped me. But this deck is a very personal one to me, where I can talk with it and it will tell me what I need to hear. And I love it. There's nothing bad I can say about Kim Cron's Wild Unknown Tarot, because it has just been a light in my life for me. So, jumping into the video, first impressions, this deck, the packaging of the deck is very nice. I like the softness of it. It's kind of velvety even to the touch. The artwork is by Joanna Powell Colbert, written by Letitia Guthrie. It's already giving me very soft summer vibes, you know, that hedge witch type of energy that I really love. And I love making tinctures and teas. So I'm excited to see what the herbs got to tell me. Here it says the Herbcrafters Tarot celebrates the handicrafts, tools, and time-honored folk skills related to herbs, trees, flowers, and other plants. This deck and book set explores the relationship between herbs and how people use them for medicine, creativity, ritual, and spiritual guidance. I'm excited because I've been brushing up my knowledge on plants and, foraging outside in my backyard as well as around the community that I live in. So I'm excited to see what type of plants and herbs I can use in my everyday life, because I love to drink tea. I love making my tinctures, my potions. I love making salves as well. So, that's why I also want to open a botanical shop, because I want to be able to sell my herbal medicine. So continuing, it says it also considers herbs as archetypes and explores our partnership with the botanical realm. Herbcrafters Tarot is an engaging introduction to herbalism and plant spirit magic, and can be used as a profound divinatory tool. The set includes a 78 card deck and a 124-page book full of herbal inspiration and ideas for crafting with the cards. I'm already excited because I work a lot with plant medicine that is more southern, so a lot of the medicines that I work with are from Mexico, and I live in Minnesota right now, and I have been very I've been very immersive in the plant medicines that grow here, but I mainly use a lot of medicines that come from Mexico, my ancestral land. So I'm excited to see what it teaches me, because I do want to expand my knowledge, like I said, and see what else I can use to just delve deeper into my plant medicine. Oh, that was a very slow opening. I like that. This is the guidebook. It's very beautiful. They got kidney beans. This kind of reminds me of a medicine wheel. Dandelions in the right there. Rocks. I love it. It's giving very hedge witch vibes. I'm very curious to see what the suits are called, because I know that the various decks have various names for the suits. So how in the traditional Rider-Waite it's the pages, and here it's the hijas, Adelitas, Madres, and Curanderas. Oh, I love that. So it has that kind of Mexican-y feel, which I already love, because these are all Spanish words. Oh my god. Connect. It also gives you craft activities, recipes. Oh, I'm so excited. We got Mullen, Ace of Fire, Water. Okay, so I'm guessing that the 4 elements for the pentacles, swords, wands, and first impressions right off the bat, I'm excited, mainly because of the plants that are being named after each suit, especially with the minor arcana. Oh wait, whoa, I saw Pachamama, which is the world. Oh, which is Tonancin. Oh, I'm excited. Crafting with the world. Spread joy and peace. Make a mandala. Oh, I love that. And of course, your regular deck book gives you some 3-card spreads and some more additional tarot spreads that you can use. But what I'm mainly excited for are the recipes. And oh wow, look, see, it gives you some recipe to make an elixir, flower essence, honey, that's exciting. Now I'm gonna really get into the cards, which is what I'm really excited about. I know I keep saying excited, but I really am excited because I love the aesthetic of this so far, and it's making my heart freaking ecstatic. So, we have the Fool, which is being protected by the dandelion. Look at that. And the cardstock feels really nice. The back of the cards, oh wow, that is so pretty. This kind of reminds me of like charm casting. Have you guys ever charm casted or heard about charm casting? I will recommend to you a channel in the link description of who I really like that does charm casting. Her name is Emerald Lotus Divination, I believe. And you can actually support her on Etsy, where she sells casting bundles. Fun fact about dandelion: if you have dogs and they are having an upset stomach, or they're just constipated, or just ate something that they shouldn't have eaten, you can actually give them dandelion tea. Just, make sure that your dandelion is organic and it doesn't have any pesticides, any harmful chemicals. And you can give the dandelion, the flower bud, simmer in water and pour it into their drinking bowl, and that will actually soothe their stomachs. Just, if you have dogs, you can also drink it for yourself. I'm in love with this deck, more so because of the Mexican culture that is within the pictures. Like, for example, the death card is represented by the marigold, and marigold in my culture, the Day of the Dead, marigold is spread onto your altars, on the floor, so that our ancestors, our dead relatives, can find a way home. And the Day of the Dead is so big, it is so important within my family, because it's when we get to rejoice life and we rejoice death. We celebrate death. We are not afraid of it because we know that with death comes transformation. And just because you die doesn't mean that you really die. You're just transforming. You're transitioning onto the next step of your spiritual journey. I guess it's true that Spirit's timing is always right, because I am at a point in my life where I am just learning about my culture and my traditions and just really connecting with my ancestors. And so ordering this deck 4 years later, I had no idea that they had incorporated Mexican traditions and Mexican culture. I mean, in the deck book, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the suits, they're all healers. They're hijas, curanderas, adelitas, which mean warriors. So I think it's nice. I definitely did not research anything about this deck prior to ordering it. I just thought it was going to be a standard, herb deck. But I am very happy that I got this, because this is very in tune to my spiritual practice right now. The artwork is so beautiful. It is so soft and calming. The aesthetic of all of this is just so nice and pleasing to the eye. I love how they incorporated the cacao, and the cacao is chocolate, and that is where chocolate comes from, and that they incorporated a lot of indigenous aspects with the cacao, because in Mexico, chocolate is very sacred. We do cacao ceremonies, and I know that they do that too in Peru. So it's definitely nice to see that. The molinillo, which is called aguahuitl in its native tongue, which is Nahuatl. The aguahuitl, or the molinillo, is what we use a lot, and we go like this whenever we are mixing the chocolate, the cacao. That's why it gets como espumado, like how do you call it? Like very bubbly. So I think that's so nice. I think it's beautiful. And in the tarot, my card is the Strength card, because it is ruled by Leo. And I think it's nice that they added the garlic and the honey, because right now I'm going through a cold and I'm also on my period. So I think it's nice that they added these like aspects, because in my house growing up, my mother would always braid onion and hang it on like a wall, and she would say it's for protection, because garlic keeps away the negative energies, the bad spirits. And growing up, she'd always make me garlic tea with honey, and garlic is very good to combat colds. Even just eating a tooth of garlic and finely chopping it and just taking it with water can kill a lot of bad bacteria within your immune system. So if you didn't know that, you know that now. So going through the deck again, I am just picking the ones that I've really resonated with, and this is the Four of Fire, and it is being represented by Elder. The Four of Fire with the suits, it's the wands, so the Four of Wands. And look at that, the Virgen de Guadalupe, which is Tonantzin. In pre-Hispanic times, Tonantzin, well, the Virgen de Guadalupe, she represents Earth Mother. She is the mother of all. And so I think it's really cute that they added her in there. It's a very stable energy. It's a very loving energy. And here we can see the creative aspects. And creativity is our strong suit when we are healers. This deck is very diverse, and it's mainly, I think, pointed towards women that are healers, that heal with plants, hedge witches, nature elementals. And so I think it's nice that they incorporated Mexican culture and traditions within this deck. And it's not just Mexican culture, but different other types of cultures and traditions from other people, indigenous groups. And it's nice that they didn't just make it into one sole group, if that makes sense, because earth medicine and plant medicine and all of this comes from different types of traditions and cultures and indigenous groups. And so I think it's nice that they were very diverse with this deck, because plants are everywhere. And I would recommend, without even working with it yet, I know that I'm going to love this and it's going to be a favorite that I will constantly use, not only on myself but for others. So I definitely recommend this deck. If you haven't gotten the chance to get it, please do. I think it will teach you a lot about yourself and how you can use plants to heal yourself, heal others. And like I said, most of my spiritual work is centered around my ancestors and pre-Hispanic traditions, so before the colonizer. So I'm really just keeping in touch with my roots and my ancestral land and my lineage, and learning more about my gifts as a healer. In this video, I thought I would do a 3-card spread. The first card would be the current situation, second, the challenge, and the third, potential outcome. So let's see and connect with the collective energy and see what these cards have to say to you guys all, including myself. So I shuffled off camera, and with a 3-card spread, this is what came out. The first card, which is the current situation, we have the Temperance, which is being garnered by the Camellia. The second card, which is the Challenge, Madre of Earth, Madre de la Tierra, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and it is being garnered by Creosote Bush. And the potential outcome, 10 of Water, which is the 10 of Cups, and it is being garnered by the Red Clover. I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't really follow the guidelines of each card and what they're supposed to mean. But right off the bat, for you, for the reader, for whoever is watching this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind if it doesn't resonate. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this, you can apply it into your life. I feel that with the Temperance, that there is a sort of decision that you need to make, but there is a lack of imbalance within your heart and your mind. So your heart and your mind are both at war. What is right for myself, you may be asking. But for this situation, I really feel that you need to follow your heart. With the Madre of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, I do think that spirit, your ancestors, your spiritual team, family is here guiding you. You prayed for an answer or which direction to take, and they're here showing you which direction you need to pursue. Of course, you have free will, but I think that your ancestors are really behind you now, and they're pushing you, propelling you to move forward into this direction, and they're here giving you the answer, whether that be through a dream or through music or through somebody else, or even just myself here telling you that your ancestors are here confirming that you need to take this chance, this risk, which really isn't a risk. It's for your highest good. And I'm also feeling that you are about to embark on a different change. There is movement within you. You could quite possibly be moving states, moving to a different house, apartment, or just moving out, whatever the case may be for you, or you already have. There is abundance where you are going. There may have been a time in your life where there was a period of stagnant energy, and I feel like that is now clearing up and you are flowing. and your ancestors are here protecting you, and they come up a lot in your dreams. For a specific group of you guys, I am feeling with the 10 of water that your altar needs to be changed or cleansed, and that your ancestors or deities, whoever it is that you praise and ask for guidance, and the altar that you have, please add water, they're asking, or cleanse their water. With the 10 of cups, 10 of water, I am also seeing that there is a lot of sacral chakra flow, so there's more creativity, that you will be starting different projects this upcoming summer and spring. Currently right now where I'm at, it's just starting to snow again, and it's spring. It's almost going to be summer, and I'm very bummed about that, but this card is reassuring me that there is still so much more spiritual abundance and creativity that you have within you. Like I said, your sacral chakra is flowing, your solar plexus is flowing. There's a lot of lower chakras, like your root chakra, sacral, and solar. They're all working together to finally propel that energy within you, to finally give action to your dreams, finally pursuing. And it's funny that I say this now because yesterday I made a video on honey calcite, and calcite is a very good crystal to use to help you focus and concentrate and actually pursue your goals and see your goals through. So definitely contemplate on getting some calcite if you believe in the power of crystals. And final messages before I close the video. Spirit is asking you to please cleanse yourself, give yourself a limpia, an energetic limpia. You can do a limpia not, just by, smudging using white sage. White sage is a closed practice. But who am I? You got free will. You can do whatever as you please. Just please be mindful. You can cleanse yourself with water, earth, air, and fire. You can use the 4 elements to cleanse yourself. And if you would like an in-depth video on that, I can totally show you guys my culture and my traditions on how I do that. A little sneak peek into my spiritual journey. Nonetheless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know some parts were wobbly, but I just really wanted to share this moment with you guys in opening this Herbcrafters tarot deck. It is very beautiful, and I wholeheartedly recommend you get it. It's beautiful, and the artwork is so pleasing, and it's so aesthetically nice. And learning about herbs and medicinal plants is nice, I think everybody should learn about the plants that grow within their communities and the states that they're in, or the countries that they're in. So go ahead and grab you the Herbcrafters Tarot to expand your knowledge on plant medicine. And with that, I appreciate you guys very much, and I hope that you have a beautiful, lovely day, friends.